Good morning. We're here today with Jerry Kroetch from Scotchman Industries, and we'd like to talk about a little about the effect of the virus on his business, on what he sees in the future of the country, and talk a little about quality life. Welcome, Jerry.
Thank you, Ralph. Appreciate that.
Okay. What do you see long-term, short-term?
Well, short-term so far, we have had a couple of notices from some of our dealers nationwide asking that our salespeople do not stop. That's not a big deal today, but we need our salespeople to knock on doors to sell products. So if they don't want our salespeople to come in, long term it's going to slow our business down. It just is. Now we also have a product that we do insulation on, and that insulation is providing from factory people here, and we have a couple of machines that are out in the customer's location. They're waiting for us to go set them up, and they called us up and said, don't come. We'll wait. Now, you know, we've already been paid for the product, but these people don't necessarily want outsiders to come into their business place and potentially contaminate their people. I understand it. So short term, business is still coming in, but long term, you know, the longer we have to stay away from our customers to go out and help promote our stuff, it's going to affect us. To what degree, I don't know, but it will affect us.
Okay. I'm your employee. Most of your employees are Phillip area, or do some come from out of town? And
we do have some that come from out of town. I have, I want to say there's 6, maybe 7 that come from the Kroetch area. One that comes from Midland. One that drives from Rapid City every day. So we do have outside people coming in our doors every day. But that being said, we've contacted some of the Rapid City people that call on us to sell us stuff. We've asked them not to show up as well.
Oh, sure.
Just because. We got to try to do our part. Do I think that the country has overreacted to some degree?
I agree.
It's sad to say we all have. The world still has to turn.
You
And
betcha.
if we all stay home, the world's not turning. And I know nobody wants to get sick. I understand that, but we still have to do what we have to do.
I agree. And you know what I noticed on the social media and everything, you see that Walmart and Sam's Club and Target, they're all sold out. But then on the other hand, you look at Coils down here, and he has a good supply of everything that you need in town. You don't need to go to Rapid City. Right. You don't need to go to Pierce. And in fact, going there might bring something back. So
Certainly
stay home.
Might. Yeah, it certainly might. It certainly might. Yep.
Certainly might.
Yep.
And I think pulling together, there's a lot of things that have been canceled. Well, maybe we can get creative and think about how to resolve things, how to help the kids, the mothers that are home with the kids now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
How do we help them keep busy and productive and entertained? How do we do that? How do we take care of our senior citizens? And I mentioned to you before that there is a need for meals to go to the Central.
Yep.
And people have just come out of the woodwork and says, I want to help, I want to do this. And again, my favorite slogan is, being patriotic means you're helping. Mm-hmm. That's what patriotism is. And we've got it right here in Phillip.
Phillip, South Dakota is blessed with the people that we have and their thought process of what needs to be done. Just about everybody in this community will pitch in and help somewhere along the way.
That's right.
We're blessed to have what we have and the people we have.
Oh yeah, you can see it for the Heidi Burns
Yep.
situation, helping Heidi.
Just about any benefit, no matter who it is.
No,
yep.
If somebody's in need, Phillip will come
yep.
to their aid. Isn't that terrific? And that brings to me my thing that I want to talk about is that the quality of life. The quality of life in a community depends on its people. And it depends on the businesses. And you as Scotchman, one, provide employment.
Mm-hmm.
People have a job, they can support their family, but you also are involved in the community. When the school needs something or the kids need something in a program, you're there for them.
Yep, we try to help when we can. We certainly do.
They do, and all of them. So we have a quality of life in this community is probably above a lot of communities.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that 100%. There's not too many communities the size of us. 779 is what the sign says coming in. That most communities don't have a fraction of what this community has to offer.
That's
as
right.
far as businesses go. And the hospital, the expansion of the nursing home is huge.
The hospital, the nearest hospital from here is Pure Rapid, right?
You're a Rapid or Martin, the best you have.
Wow. And look, we have a movie theater. And granted, it's only open 3 days a week, but thanks to Mike Moses, who kept it going and bought the new projector,
Yep.
we have a movie theater again. If you want to go to the movies, you can go to Phillip, or you can go to Rapid City, or you can go to Pier.
That's right.
I don't think there's anything in the...
Yep.
You've got the sale barn, which is a key to the cattle industry in this community.
Generates a lot of income. A lot of people from out of town come to that sale barn weekly.
You bet. And you've got a bowling alley, and again, I don't think there's a bowling alley between here and Rapid or Pier.
Here, no.
It's just amazing. Then you have the co-op, and you have Kennedy's, and you have Grosenberg's.
And the nice part about those co-ops and the implement dealership, the amount of money they have invested in their buildings over the last 4 or 5 years.
Oh, gotcha.
Grosenberg doubled the size of their building. Mark Buckles doubled the size of his building for that matter, and the elevators have probably tripled or quadrupled the amount of grain they can hold.
That fertilizer plant.
Amazing.
It is amazing.
The investment they put in a small community.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful thing.
It is a really wonderful thing, and I think that we need to thank God for that, because I'm sure He's got a little to do with that.
I won't disagree with that at all.
I think so. And another thing in the community, it has an abundance of churches and church-going people.
Yep, we certainly do.
Who live that.
Yep. God is a big part of their lives, a big part of my life.
Yeah. I put a thing on my Facebook page. I have these scripture things, and today it says, when it gets tough, you don't get bitter, you get better.
Yeah, it's a good slogan.
And that's what we're doing in the community now. So as we go forward with this virus, who knows? We don't know what's going to happen, but we know that we're going to stick together, and it's going to be okay.
That's right. We know it's not going to go away. Next year might be a whole different thing because they might have a vaccine for it, but it's not going to go away. It's here to stay, and we're going to have to live with it like any other virus that we have.
Right.
And there's lots of them. We just have to get through it together, and it's going to be painful, but we'll get through it.
Okay. All right, and I want to tell the community we presented Jerry with a little plaque that in appreciation for his boosting the quality of life in Phillip and making it a better place to live. Jerry?
Thank you very much for that, Ralph. Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Hey, good day. Everybody enjoy, and we'll see you tomorrow when we talk to Lori. And for those of you that need to get exercise at 12:30 today, Trish Burns is going to lead you in some wonderful exercises. Keep your body in shape.
Yep.